In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about how a relatively unknown golf YouTuber, me, this guy, managed to become the most viewed golf YouTuber in the world earlier this year. Let's get into it. So hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jack, this is Jack Lee Golf. If this is your first time on this channel, please make sure you're doing the usuals of liking, sharing, subscribing. It would mean the world to me. So yeah, the plan of action in today's video is to talk you through how I, a very small fry in this big pond of golf YouTube, managed to become the most viewed golf YouTuber earlier this year. That meant surpassing European Tour, PGA Tour, Rick Shields, all that kind of stuff. So I'll show you some data a little bit later on in this video. And the main parts of this video are going to be why I did it, or what did I do first and foremost, why I did it, do I have any regrets, the pros and cons of doing what I did, and then most importantly, what did I learn from this experiment. So let's take it round. We are in the club, Indoor Golf Centre in Doncaster. Let's go into the Masters room now. Let's hit some shots. I'm going to talk you through how I did it and why I did it. Right, so where we are, Masters room at the club. We are playing Shinnecock Hills today. Now, no better way to start this video than I bet you are thinking, how on earth did a low-life golf YouTuber, as I've been hailed online by some strange people, how did I manage to become the most viewed golf YouTuber? And I think it was March, April this year. In the first part of this video, I'm going to tell you how. But first, let me hit a tee shot. And I will take that every day of the week, as long as it manages to avoid a bunker, which it has done. Beautiful. Right, so first and foremost, having spoken to a good friend of mine called Paul, we came up with an idea where a very well-known golf YouTube channel, Golf's on CBS, I think it's the CBS broadcasting system service in America, they were reposting viral golf content. And I thought, as a bit of an experiment, I didn't really have time to produce my own content at this point because I was setting up the club. I was doing a lot of coaching down at Ickleton Golf Club. As a bit of an experiment, let's just try it. So what I did, I took compilation videos, would often refer to them as the top 10 of something. So it could have been most embarrassing golf moments, that were a popular one. Animal encounters on a golf course, that were another popular one. So what I would do, these videos tended to be about 3 minutes long. Obviously, because of YouTube Shorts cutting videos off at a minute, I were only allowed to do maybe 3 or 4 at that section. So I'd put top 10 most incredible animal encounters on the PGA Tour, do 7 to 10 to 7 as it works its way down. Would get a hell of a lot of engagement from people saying, oh my God, you've advertised this as the top 10, whatever, and you've only put parts 1 to 7. So to all of those, I would respond and put, make sure you like for part 2, which then obviously the more comments a video gets, the higher up the algorithm it gets. Started to get a lot of engagement, a lot of views, to the point where some of these videos were getting 15, 16 million views. It were incredible amounts, and kind of rinsed and repeated this process, having found these viral TikToks, as they were at the time, and reposting them. Now, obviously, this did not come without its kickbacks. I had several mentions online, most notable people that I've never met in my entire life, calling me names that I would never ever associate with myself, extremely disrespectful. And then some Twitter messages that were pleasant, particularly unpleasant as well, so that weren't great. There was a little bit of speculation as to how much money I was making off of these reposted videos, and it was an amount that I saw obviously increase from my typical YouTube earnings. However, it wasn't anything in particular to shout about. So for the people that were speculating that I was making thousands out of reposting these TikTok videos, that was absolutely not the case. Hey, not bad. It's a par on the first. So, bearing that in mind, you're thinking, well, it didn't make you a crazy amount of money. Yeah, you were getting a lot of views. Why would you do something like this to particularly jeopardize my YouTube channel? And I'll come on to that a little bit later. So the reason I did it is because I was getting a lot of subscribers off the back of it, and I was getting a lot of engagement. So obviously, when you start to see a spike in your subscribers, you're thinking, well, if I can produce content like this that's very easy to make, that's getting a hell of a lot of views, it might mean that then my channel grows to a point where when I do come to make longer form content, as I am doing again now, they'll stick around and I'll get a few more views on the content that I actually want to make. So that was the big overriding thing as to why I was doing what I was doing. Just a slight interjection while I'm rambling. So let's just look at these figures a little bit more in depth, because I couldn't believe what was happening at the time. So I'll pull an image up on screen for you now so you guys can see it. So At this time period, 23.7 thousand views. A lot of those people have stayed around, so big thank you to all the viewers that have stayed around in that time. 40 million views, 727 videos, that's in total, that weren't in this period, that was my content from before and all these shorts that were uploading. My 2024 YouTube stats were 18.9 thousand subscribers, 38 million views, ridiculous, that were up 94.37%, I think it was. Subscriber count in the last 30 days, this was the back end of April, 15.2 thousand subscribers, 32 million views. This was the amount of views I was getting per month at the height of what I was doing. And yeah, pretty crazy, I'm sure you'll agree. Just the nice little 230 yard par 3 second now, so just overdrew it, I think. Could be a bunker down there. There is. So, when it comes to regrets, do I regret anything that I did in this process? In a way, yes, in a way, no. So, obviously, because of the way that I went about it, a process that I thought was perfectly legal considering golf on CBS was doing the exact same thing as what I was doing at the time. The distinguishment that I might not have made was golf on CBS monetizing their videos? Not sure, didn't have access to their account to see that. If they weren't, then obviously they wouldn't have got copyright struck, same as what I did. And two, are they in cahoots with YouTube? This is, again, something that I didn't know. Because they're a huge broadcaster, they may have had a way of getting around it, whereas a little tuber like myself wouldn't have had that same opportunity. I just have to do everything off my own back, as you guys can imagine. So obviously the culmination of this process was me being copyright struck. There was a little bit of Google Ads revenue that was owed to me, but because my channel got demonetized, that got taken away. So the small amount of money that I did make, I received that, and then there were a little bit more that I should have been paid out that I didn't because I got demonetized. This meant that I was then forced to have a 90-day cooling down period of some sort because of the copyright strikes that I received, which meant that I had to go through all the videos that I uploaded, delete them one by one, and then once the 90 days had finished, I then had to go through a little bit of a YouTube education series where I would kind of say, I understand what I've done, I'll make sure I won't do it again, and all that kind of stuff. The great thing that did happen through this process, though, is that I managed to grow my subscriber count from about just short of 5,000 to 27,000. So this was the big reason as to why I did what I did. If I could now retain some of those people on my channel, bring this long form content to you, that's a big bonus for me, and hopefully I get a few more views than what I was getting before. And basically I just wanted more people to see what I was doing. Ooh, that's not going to cut the mustard. That is a bogey on number 2. So now as we play out the 454 yard par 4 at Shinnecock Hills, I'm going to talk to you about the biggest thing about this process is what did I learn? So as you can imagine, biggest thing that I learned, you can't just steal TikToks and repost them on YouTube, obviously, because Golf CBS were doing it. I thought I could get away with it, obviously I can't, so big slap on the wrist for me from that. I learned that when you are to succeed by cutting corners, as I look back now, I do realise that I was doing that kind of thing. You do get a lot of abuse online, as I was subject to, which isn't fun. You know, I feel like I'm probably well equipped to manage that. Better than most, but it's still not nice when you hear it, so that's not great. But my favourite thing that came out of this is that hopefully now I've got a platform to show you guys what we're all about. Me and my own coaching, Jack Lee Golf, down here at the club, where we provide indoor golf now through these torrid weather conditions that we're going to be experiencing soon down in England. All that was in aid of growing what I did to make sure I could show you guys more of what I do now. So if you are new, if this is the first time that you've come down to any of my content, thank you ever so much for sticking around. I'm looking forward to bringing you some great stuff in the upcoming weeks. My upload schedule is now going to be every Monday, every Friday, so you're going to get 2 good quality videos a week, so I'm very much looking forward to that. I really hope I can birdie this all to get back to level par now as well. On 6-3, this should just be a good flat out 8 iron here. It's got to go a little bit. Not bad, par. That was a hard hole. So yeah, that was basically how a small golf YouTuber like myself managed to become the most viewed golf YouTuber in the world around March, April time. So if you've enjoyed this video, please make sure you're doing the usuals of liking, sharing, subscribing. Like I said, loads of content to come, so I'm very much looking forward to showcasing you guys what we can do down here at the Club Indoor Golf Centre. Apart from that, stay tuned for the next one. Catch you in a bit. Laters.